Okay.
Hi, welcome back to Modern Daze. We are now finally into the actual bones and meat of the actual campaign, not just the flashbacks. We have all the players here, even Ben. Ben's here. Wild. Um, because we're doing like a nice intro bit rather than just diving straight into the story, I've decided that we're going to do something special. We're going to just tell a little bit about something about our characters at the beginning of each of these sessions. And to start with, the very first official session, I've asked the players to tell me a rumor that their characters has heard about themselves that may or may not be true. So when you're ready, introduce yourselves, your character, and the rumor that you've heard about yourselves that may or may not be true. Let's start with Andy.
Okay, I'm Andy. I'm playing Baron, who's a level 12 Paladin. And the rumour about me is that Baron was recently seen in London at a Christie's auction where he's believed to have sold a brown bess musket for nearly £18,000.
Nice.
Nice.
We love it. Okay. Ben, let's pick on you next.
I am Ben. I play Hendrix, the dog, and the rumor that Hendrix heard about himself was that he was turned into a dog whilst messing with dark forces.
Wow.
Ooh, may or may not be true.
I think I started that one.
Yeah, literally. Kyle, you next.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Cadman, and rumour Cadman's recently heard that he was created and serves the church.
Interesting. Okay, let's go, Ian.
I am Ian. I play Darrell Knight, who is a blade singer. The rumour about him is amongst those who know about magic, it's rumoured Darrell has been seen with members of the Fey Court. Not all of these meetings have been friendly. Being close to Darrell may get you burnt by the Fey. If you poke your nose in, you will be burnt by Darrell.
Wow.
Okay. He's doing pyromaniac then. Noted.
Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken. I play Liam O'Brien, an Irish fella. And the rumour that he has heard about himself is that he was exiled from Ireland for murdering his wife, a well-respected member of the clergy.
Exiled, not put in jail. Okay.
Depends what happened, I guess. If it's true. And there's no one left, right? I'm joking, it's Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm playing Raphy Matthews. And the rumour I heard is that I am dating the owner of Slimelight, as I'm seen there every week. And for those of you who don't know, Slimelight is a club in London that specialises in like dark techno, industrial, goth, electro music.
Anyway, that's awesome. Thanks very much, guys. Let's dive into a recap. In fact, no, actually, we have a question. Some clarifications on how the Mages Council work. Andy, could you ask the question again?
Right. So what I was asking, because it was after the last, flashback, because we recovered the body of the masked man, who I put up on my screen, and he and what my question was: is the Mages Council actually just made up of mages? Because what they need is, well, it's probably a cleric who can cast Speak with Dead, and then they can interrogate this bloke.
So to clarify, Tom's being attacked by a cat. Yeah, that may happen quite often. I apologise.
Oh, I think it's hilarious, but anyway.
Yeah, that white cat.
This is you. He is a dumbass.
He is a dumbass. He's the Ralph Wiggum of cats.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Andy, mages, the term mages incorporates any class that can cast magic. So clerics are included in that class.
Okay.
In that term. So the Mages Council, this is common knowledge, which is why I'm going to share it now. The Mages Council, the Senior Council specifically, has 7 seats. It is common knowledge that 4 of those seats belong to wizards, as the generally wizards are the most notorious and well-respected mages in Mage Society. The next being clerics, of which there are 2 in the Senior Council, and there is a druid as the 7th member, though he's not seen so much. Whether or not you know why is something for your character to find out.
Because you were going to give us a handout of the council.
I thought I had, but it's entirely likely that I haven't.
I'm more thinking actually of the members.
Yes, apologies. That's if you're because it is common knowledge. It's something you can literally just find out. I can tell you them off the top of my head right now. It's likely, because
give us
there's
a
7
handout,
members of the.
Yeah, we're going to keep referring back to it. So
absolutely. So there's 7 members of the Senior Council, the Junior Council, which is obviously the council just below the Senior, as these things are. Logically meant to. There are 13 seats on the Junior Council. In Mage Society, as I've said, wizards are generally the ruling elite. Clerics being just under that. There was a time when it was in fact the other way around, but we've progressed from that point. The people that you won't see in the Mages Council, or indeed not very well respected in the Mages Society, are warlocks and sorcerers. Sorcerers generally because their magic comes from a bloodline that isn't human. Generally, and warlocks because they are seen as, it's an old stigma from the witch hunting days. Warlocks being what witches were, and they're just seen as cheaters in terms of magic. Learning magic, obviously they don't need to learn magic, it's given to them by their patron. Thank you very much. Obviously we don't mention that clerics are the same really, but if you say that, it gets awkward especially in social circles. You'll get a little bit ostracized for those sort of views, so we don't say anything against that. So yes, there are notably have been and are some mages on the Junior Council specifically that are rangers, because some rangers can cast spells, so they're mages. They may only be half casters, but they are technically counted as mages. The same as pretty much any class that you can find that has at least one subclass in it. That can cast spells, not abilities. Abilities are different, but if they cast spells specifically, they can be classed as a mage. But yeah, warlocks are looked down on, basically, with sorcerers being a close second to that. Right.
A bit of clarity then. Am I classed as a mage?
You are not, because you don't cast spells.
Apart from one.
They are abilities. That spell, can you remind me what that spell is? If you want to send it to me in a message, you can, but or just tell me. Okay.
No, it's the Gift of Akat.
Oh, no, that's an ability.
Okay.
It goes by the wording of the spell, but because it's an ability and it's not something that you're casting, it happens when you use it, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any other questions about the Mages Guild? The Mages Council? God damn it.
Too much time at Scully.
Okay. So, recap. I did session 0 that wasn't streamed, so a lot of this is going to be fresh and new to the audience, but...
fresh and new to most of us, because we've all forgotten.
Yes, it's been a while. But I did vignettes where I introduced each of your characters. Forgive my poor memory also, because it wasn't recorded, so I can't catch myself up. So I'm just going to go by what I remember. For Ben, I believe Hendrix was in a shop stealing burger buns and was encountered by Shona, who's your handler. You were with some goblin kids, and just causing mischief basically. When you came across a leaflet that smelt of jasmine, that might be a common theme, by the way, throughout all of these vignettes. A leaflet that is found detailing a request by a mage by the name of Lord Edgar Renwick, who has asked for some help. So yeah, Hendrix found that whilst he was being semi-accosted by his handler. Cadman had actually started the vignettes, I believe. His meeting with his good friend Lucy in the Lady Luck in Canterbury, where she had spoken to him about, she just had a really good feeling that he should visit Bellevue Manor on this day and time, and he made his he also made his way back to, I believe, your sanctuary, where you found another visitor, a Tankerobogus, that does require a special diet to stay where he is. And if you remember what that is, or I can tell you.
Teeth.
So that's something that you might need to acquire for him, unless he's going to go out and find it himself, and that often causes a little bit of trouble. Ian, or what should I say, Darrell, you were in your knight's tower. It's a flat. it's a bougie apartment.
It's a top flat that he calls a penthouse. That's the
penthouse. It's just a flat, mate. You were, I believe, in your flat when Remy had noticed a cat, a rather fey-looking cat, actually. Because not all cats have tiny little antlers on them as well. It's very unusual. That seemed to be spying on you from a bush. It was quickly ushered off by Remy, who dive bombed it, and it disappeared into the hedge. The literal hedge, as in the fairy type. You then were sent a message by Captain Mortimer Fitzwarren, who demanded that you present yourself to the ICC, I believe, and there you met with Sergeant Cash Greybrook, a goblin woman who works for the Order of the Star, and you were sent to deal with a cease and desist letter, which is obviously just way below your pay grade. Just truly like sending a tank to
good
do
old
Uber. So yeah, you did that successfully, obviously, which pissed off the gem shop owner, I think it was. It's just some hippie gem shop mage. Then we had Liam O'Brien, who was undergoing some sort of health fitness test by Dr. Westfield. You were on a treadmill at one point with heart monitors attached to check the vitals and such things. All of the readings come back unusual, which does not seem to surprise the doctor at all, or his assistants. In fact, that seems to be entirely why they were conducting the experiments. You then were met by your friend Dusk. Oh, I should mention that in each of these things, I haven't mentioned it, but everyone finds at the end of their scene a leaflet with the smell of jasmine on the breeze. Dusk, your little fey friend, little bird person, came to find you, just to say hello. basically, and followed you along to this Bellevue Manor.
Just Manor, yeah.
Yeah. Baron. Oh gosh, where did you start? I can't remember now.
The bookshop in Exeter. Was it
Oh,
called
that was it.
Thorn Bookshop? Thorn Bookshop?
Thorn's Bookshop, something like that. Where basically you did some research, and there was two people that owned the shop. One of them had dropped a load of leaflets, and one of these leaflets came out, and he gave it to you as a I'm sorry that I've messed up your work. But yeah. And then you made your way over to it was a bookshop that magically pops up.
Was that
everywhere.
Daria?
No.
I've got Daria written down.
Yes, that's in the mansion. Daria
okay.
is the assistant.
Okay.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. But the bookshop pops up randomly at all different places. Where you would usually find a bookshop, but sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Mundane people don't seem to notice when it's not there. It's really weird. It's like they forget about it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Run by Artemis Talonvor.
Mm.
And there's a guy called Thomas, who's his friend.
That's right. And there's
a woman called Doris who's mundane.
Yes. Yeah. She has no awareness that the bookshop seems to be travelling. The bookshop front seems to be travelling around.
Okay. Did she never go home?
No, when she leaves, if you remember when you were in the bookshop, anybody that goes in through the door that they go in, they come out of it. They can't travel between the places. It's just the front of the book.
I've forgotten
the bookshop.
that, yeah.
So she just is fully unaware that it's popped up today in Dover or Exeter or wherever. It just pops up wherever it likes. And then, yeah. And then Raphy. We had you were visiting your mother. That was it. Yep. And she was telling you all about this splendid new club that she joined for psychics.
She's not a psychic.
she's very sensitive, darling. She's very sensitive. She knows it. She checked her horoscopes. It told her to be there. And of course, bless your mother's soul. She loves to think that she's a witch, and yeah, it makes her happy. She keeps a florist. She's a florist, sorry. She keeps her flower shop below her flat. She's very happy as she is. You then, after spending dinner with her, made your way to the dojo in Clapham, which is City Capoeira. Mm-hmm. Your dojo, where you teach both mundane and magical youths to defend themselves. You had a conversation with Renee after one of your sessions. She was concerned about Renee's a half-orc girl.
Yeah.
Teenage, well, older teenager, I'd say. She was 18, 19. And she's expressed some concern about her friend Ozzy, who's younger than her, but seems to be getting himself mixed up in all sorts of trouble concerning someone called Six, who you obviously know and are quite concerned yourself about. Ozzy is a tiefling, and yeah, hasn't been coming to the dojo for a while now. And like I said, at the end of each of these scenes, they all receive these leaflets by circumstance, coincidence, you could say luck. And it all led them to this manor on the same day or at the same time to receive the summons. I say summons, the request of Lord Edgar Renwick, as he is in need of a party of capable people that know their way around magics and such things. Each of you were either came out of curiosity. Some of you were told to come here because of a favours owed, and and you all met up outside of the mansion. This is before we even knew we were going to do the flashbacks. So technically, you all acted like you didn't know each other, which I suppose is just a very British thing to do, especially when you have seen each other before. So I don't think it breaks canon. It's exactly how it happened. You all made your way inside to this lush and beautiful house. At least it looks like it from the outside. Once you get inside, it's it's a large house that obviously isn't lived in all the spaces of. It seems to be just Daria, the Renwick's assistant, opens the door, answers the door to you. She seems to be. I shall put up the pictures actually. So this is Daria, who greets you first. She answers the door. Did that pop up?
Yep.
Yeah, I was already sharing that one, but
Wicked. Thank you. Sorry.
that's all right. That's all right.
She leads you in past the front door of the mansion where there are boxes of bits and things, and this place is like a emporium of items that look like they should be magical but not necessarily magical. Some broken pieces, partial artifacts hanging on the walls and on tables and display cases and bookshelves, and it's just like a trove of place all the way through this mansion. Very dusty in a lot of places, and specifically as you walked in through the door, a new load of crates of boxes from somewhere from Egypt, and I've forgotten what my notes said.
Enza.
Enza. Can you just put it in the chat for me so I remember how it's spelled? Thank you. Because it's semi-important. EZNA. EZNA. Yeah, Esna. Yeah, I remember now. She seems to be dealing with that. That's why she was so quick to answer the door. She leads you through to Lord Renwick, who was obviously expecting, because he's the one that put out the leaflet, and as he led you into his office, he explains to you all that he is in need of a party of capable people.
Do you have a picture of Lord Renwick?
Yes, I do. I can.
Because I don't think that I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
There you go. Oh, I hadn't shared it before. That's why you guys
okay.
hadn't seen it. So, quite an older gentleman. Talks like this, which is going to be very difficult for me to keep up. Oh God, why did I do it to myself? He asked you to join his, basically become a party in amongst yourselves to go on a couple of adventures in terms of exploring places that are quite dangerous. He explained that the last party he'd hired, a mercenary party, had some quite heavy casualties. One person had died from their team, and they decided that was it. They weren't going to work for him anymore. It was just too much for them. He'd sent them to a bubble realm, which are like different realms have extra dimensional spaces. Bubble realms are sometimes and generally created by either mages or magical creatures for a place to live. Not like Bonnie, the Selkie. That was more a space that already existed in the world that she protected with fey magic to make it hidden. This is more like a bag of holding, but a whole place. It's a bit like
the bookshop.
No, you understand that the bookshop itself actually exists in person somewhere, and actually exists in somewhere in Birmingham. So it has a physical location. It's just the front of it appears elsewhere sometimes.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bubble realms tend to be quite dangerous places because there's no way. getting into them and getting out of them can be quite dangerous. You have to sometimes have things prepared, like a plane shift spell, or you have to know where the specific gate and key is. All these sort of factors, and then what's in it could be completely up to whatever the person who created it decides to put in it. They could decide that gravity doesn't exist in this bubble realm. They could decide that oxygen doesn't exist in this bubble realm. It's entirely the creation of the and some of the bubble realms have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, and the person who created them has long passed, and they've just overgrown with monsters and things. So he has learned from his studies, many years of studies, that there was a bubble realm, which is obviously where he sent this last mercenary group to find a well, the mythical fountains of youths, wells of healing, basically any bodies of water that would give prolong life or heal a person. Very, very rare places indeed. And if they have not already been documented and taken control of by the Mages Council, they're obviously too dangerous to do that, which is why he's asked for capable people to come and do this. He's asking this because his wife, Lady Eugenie Renwick, is very sick, and him and Daria between them look after her, but she is not very well, and he is doing everything he can to, although they are both quite old now, they still have quite a bit of life left in them yet, especially for mages. They tend to live a little bit longer than most humans. Must just be the proximity to magic, and he wants to make sure that these last 20-40 years are at least healthy for her, to that she's not suffering. At that point, when you all started to discuss and ask questions, there was a sound of a smash, a breaking glass or something, a scream, and then everything went dark, and that's where we ended it.
Yep.
So this is where we're going to start off. I'm just trying to think now whether or not I put you on the map now or wait until the darkness has passed. I'm going to keep it theatre of the mind until we can see properly.
Yep.
There are a couple of you that will be able to see through what is happening, but to those people I will make an allowance to, and we'll see what happens. So,
B.
Yep.
So, as we walked into the manor,
Mansion. Yep. Oh, sorry, manor.
The manor. I put the popped my true sights. Now that lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah, that is still up.
Yeah, it's still up. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you probably have about 3 minutes of it left because of the long-winded thing Edgar had gone through to explain the situation. But yeah, I do remember that you'd done the Hagstone thing, because you can see Cadman for what he really is.
I also saw the walking tree and the pool without reflection.
I do believe you all saw that. I think everybody saw the pools without reflection and a walking tree, and the other.
I had completely forgotten about those.
Yeah, just odd things in the garden, surrounding the grounds surrounding the mansion. This is obviously a very magical place, basically.
Just for relevance, I would have, though we've not done any great introductions or anything like that, I would have given a nod of recognition, nothing more than that, to both Liam and Darrell. Yep. And I'll also have raised an eyebrow of suspicion at Hendrix.
Okay.
Excuse me, you gave me a Mars bar or something?
Yes, that was it, yes.
Yeah, I did. But it's just more, of all the people I was expecting to see here, it wasn't Hendrix.
It wasn't Hendrix, yeah. And he's a person, not just a dog. Everyone else, in fact, I believe it's only Raphy. No, he didn't talk in that meeting.
Okay. So
Unless you say otherwise, Ben.
No, I think I kept quiet.
Oh, what? So when I met Hendrix, he didn't speak?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I've forgotten that. Okay, yeah, okay.
Because it was Delilah.
Yeah, I was talking for him. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So, why is this not going on? Ah, there we go. There we go. I got there.
I think I spent most of the time talking to Liam's friend Dusk.
Yes, you did.
Yes. So Dusk. I was going to put a little picture of Dusk because I love Dusk. She's adorable. She's going to betray you all. I'm joking.
He's quite
Is
cute.
she with us
I wouldn't
still, or is
expect
she?
Yes, she is still with you
She's
currently.
with us, yeah. She hides in my hood.
Where
Okay.
is she?
Sprinkle like.
Yeah, yeah. Several adventures later, there she is. Show to players.
I did actually put her image up before, but she's not popped up.
Oh, has it gone through? Have I frozen?
Oh, yeah.
No, you're
No.
fine.
Okay.
Fine.
I-
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Just turned
Okay.
up. Just turned up.
Sorry, my cursor froze for some reason.
Right.
So that is Dusk, little fae with wings and a little bird skull on her head, like a hat. She seems quite sort of taken with Cadman at the moment as the new thing that's paying attention to her. Let's put everybody on this board. Sorry, I'm just doing this for when you finally move over to the map. I'm just putting everyone in where I believe you would have been. That can change once you get over, but we'll sort that out as soon as we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's missing? Nope, it's Darrell. Sorry, Darrell. There we go.
Oh, you can be
Always
excused because he's kind of hasn't been around for so long.
Yes, right.
There we go. Okay. So, I think everybody should roll initiative. Actually, that's what
God,
we,
right, okay.
Yeah, just straight up, everyone
Right
roll
down,
initiative. Hang on, wait for me to. Well, actually, because you can't select your tokens at the moment, it's just going to have to be from where you are.
When it went dark, how much time we got between?
It happens immediately.
Right. So I won't have time to start spell singing.
Depending on where in the initiative things happen.
Placing. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes a difference to my initiative. That's all. If I'm
gotcha.
already
You are.
placing.
If you can't be surprised, you're not surprised. Well, this isn't really an ambush or anything like that. So it's not.
I
It's
think,
just
in fairness,
yeah.
we'll say it happened too suddenly. I'm not with it yet, so I'm all initiative without. So.
Sorry. Thanks.
Hendrix, what's your dex bonus? So your dex score?
My deck score is 19.
19. So you go before me then.
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, stupid
All
thing?
these people with their +4 on their initiative.
What you got, Cadman? What's yours?
I got a 16.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Rolled a 16 as well. Good roll, mate.
So you got a 16. Hendrix, what did you get? 10. He got. I haven't actually bloody rolled for it yet. That would help. Oh, all right then. 12. Liam.
Lots of people with 18 decks.
Liam, what's yours?
17.
17. 17. No, why does that say 017? That's stupid. Baron, what's yours? 12.
12.
Yep. Sorry, it's because I want to keep the first bit as Theatre of the Mind still,
That's
because you
fine.
can't see, and then I'm going to move you over, don't worry. And Darrell.
11.
11. And Raphy.
10, but after Hendrix.
10, but after Hendrix. I shall
So you drop us to 9 if need be.
sort you to. You're automatically down as. It automatically sorted you like that.
Okay.
Okay, so Actually, I suppose I better do it for these guys, haven't I? Oh, nice, very nice, cool.
We're all going to die.
Not
Maybe.
tonight.
Maybe. You don't know. You don't know. Yes, you're all going to die. Would I do that to you?
Yes.
Yes.
I definitely would. And that's the end of the game, folks.
Excellent. So who's playing? Who's next?
Who's next? Who's next? Let's go 19.
So we can go for another 2-week-long Alien one-shot.
Yeah.
Last 6 months.
To be fair, to be fair, I said 6 sessions.
So
It was about.
6 months.
so
60
much
sessions.
sad.
We did have a few gaps though. But what was it, about 18, 20 sessions, something like that? Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 sessions.
You know
was-
the rule, don't you? It's the
50
number of
sessions.
sessions you think it's going to be multiplied by a d20 roll.
Yeah.
So, okay, here we go.
I mean,
You are.
you didn't follow the plot. I mean, you invented your own.
Oh, here we go.
What's this? A
'cause
GM not
we-
expecting players to go off the rails.
No, I was quite happy for you to do so, but you'd have died really rapidly if you'd have followed the plot. But you decided that was a silly idea. I mean,
Well, that was a silly idea,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
was, it
And we
was.
clearly did the right thing because we all survived. All the important characters.
yeah, Tom's
Yes,
character
thank
died.
you. I died.
I'm joking.
Oh, Tom.
Oh.
I died heroically though, so I'm happy with that.
Did you know?
Did
I
you
mean,
know? Really?
did you?
I don't think so. No.
No, that's true. No,
You
it
got
was,
eaten.
I believe it was theatric. Is the word.
Not
It was-
heroic, theatric, yeah.
It was very cinema based.
Oh no, what have I
Yeah.
done? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm struggling with I thought I could take certain people over to the map, but apparently you can't.
You can. There's a way of splitting people into groups, but
How?
I've never done it. Well,
It's very annoying.
You never split the party.
Well, it's not. It's just because certain characters will be able to see what's happening and certain characters not. But don't worry, we'll deal with it.
just
It's only
turn
around
turn
two.
off
Do it
turn
for the Yeti of the Mind.
turn no, or turn off their sight.
I think because I haven't put dynamic lighting on this map at all, you'll all see everything anyway,
Okay.
even if I bring you all over. So that's the problem.
Okay.
Not to worry. Let's not waste any more time. You're all plunged into darkness, and this darkness is sudden. It's the middle of the day, but it happens immediately, like a blink of your eye, and you suddenly start hearing whispers that get louder, and they're disorientating, and they're in your ears, in your head. You can hear and almost feel them around your head, so you're turning this way and that, and it's getting louder and louder and more urgent, and it's very scary and very dark. The two people that can see anything in this situation are Hendrix and Raphy for another 3 minutes. Hendrix, you can see it because your eyes can see through magical darkness. If anybody else can see through magical darkness, please tell me now.
I don't think so. Just got regular dark vision.
Brilliant. Oh no. So Raphy and Hendrix, what you're seeing is everybody, and even though you can see through magical darkness, your vision is still impaired. It's the equivalent to dim light. Everybody's clutching their heads and looking around frantically. You're clearly not the only people dealing with this, and as far as you can see, let me just get a radius on this because it is, I think, as far as you can see. Yeah, pretty much. It's dark, pitch black. For everybody else, you just can't see anything in front of you. You put your hands up to your face, you can't see anything, can just hear these voices getting louder and louder and louder. I need everybody to make me a
Are they
wisdom
co-
saving throw.
Are they
Okay,
coming
fine.
from a distance, coming closer, or are they there anyway, but they're getting louder and louder and louder?
It's like it's from all around. It seems like it's from every direction.
But where you say it's getting louder, is it getting louder because the noise is coming closer, or is it getting
I
louder
see.
because the noise is there anyway and it's going up in up in
Truly
volume?
so disorientating. You can't tell.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Right.
truly can't tell, and that's part of the effect that's
Wisdom
happening.
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throws.
How close are people?
Yeah, as I say, if Darrell or Liam are within 10 feet of me,
Yes.
they will have a +3 bonus.
Yes. And I think, oh God, I can't remember what it said about Paladin things. I don't think they stack.
No,
I think they
that
take
would
the highest.
that would be silly.
I know. A group of paladins basically would just be like trouncing an entire game, all standing 5 foot from each other, just sort of like going through the game. Okay, so because I've placed you where I've placed you,
We saw your dice roll, by the way.
everybody. Did you?
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw your
Ah,
dice roll.
well.
Oh,
well.
shit.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's change that, shall we? I don't want
Everything else has been hidden. That's the first roll we've seen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. Just very quickly.
So sorry. So Darrell and Liam, you've both got a bonus of 3 from me.
Okay.
Everybody gets a bonus because the room is so small. Everybody, apart from Edgar Renwick, gets that bonus. Cadman, you also have a very similar bonus. What does your aura do?
Which aura?
So, what auras do you have?
I have the No Fear aura, the Warding aura, and Courage aura. Courage aura, Protection aura, and Warding aura.
What does protection and warding do?
Protection's a +4 to friendly creatures with 10 foot to saving throws.
Yep, same.
Warding is resistance to damage from spells.
Okay.
And Courage is can't be frightened.
Okay, so you all get. Yep, you all get resistance to this damage. Okay, and I believe so. That's from Cadman, and from Baron, you get the you get the
Plus 3 save.
Is it +3? I thought
Well,
it was
actually, no. I think because it's your wisdom bonus,
yeah,
and if Cadman's bonus is +4,
yeah.
then his will supersede mine.
Apologies. I thought for some reason you had a higher wisdom score than he did, but yeah.
No, other way around by the looks of it.
Yeah. Okay. So Cadman gives everybody resistance to this damage, and a +4 to your saving throw. Wisdom save. Okay. So tell me what you got. Well, I can see here. Cadman got that would be 22. Raphy got
No. Cadman and
That's already inbuilt in mine.
yeah. So mine will be 1 higher, and Cadman's won't change.
I apologise. Cadman saves anyway. That's 18 as a DC. Raphy, no, even with the bonus, you fail.
Yeah.
Darrell, you're fucking fine. What spell, right?
Yeah, that's right. Shut up.
Shut up. Yeah. Hendrix, sadly, fail. Liam, fail. And Baron fail also. So everybody fails except Darrell and Cadman. But you take half of this damage anyway. You take 16 points of psychic damage. And if you've for Darrell and Cadman, that's 8 points of psychic damage as these voices just with a scratch just seem to be ringing in your ears and are just go straight through you.
B?
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know. Does any of the thief stuff work on this that I've got?
So you'll have there is evasion.
and
I believe evasion means only if it's a dex save.
Yep.
And the other one is for a single attack rather than a thingy attack, so I'm afraid not.
I've got what's uncanny dodge? Does that
So
It's-
uncanny
it's an
dodge
attack.
is
It's
that?
any
It's a
attack
good-
I can see reaction to half the damage?
Yeah. So
It's an attack, not a.
it's not an attack; it's an effect.
So
Okay.
that's me
Yeah.
trying to stab you rather than someone casting a spell at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's unfortunately. Sorry, I know. Rose. But yes. So you all experience this, and for Ben and Raphy, Tom, you can see this effect taking hold. For those of you taking quite a bit of damage, you start like bleeding from the ears and things like that. It's quite intense. Yeah. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna move my monsters because they go before you. Ha ha ha.
Sorry, how much damage was it?
For you, 16.
16. Thank you.
So I'm gonna move.
Why am I thanking you for damaging me?
Yeah, well, thank
Fudge
you.
you.
Thank you. Fudge you. How polite.
Can I have some more, please? Thank you.
Okay. Baron, you're standing by the door, or you were. God damn, my cursor keeps freezing.
You're not showing us a map yet, are you? We're still thinking.
I'm about to, so because I'm going to say the effect actually ends immediately. It goes on for a good 6 to 7 seconds. This sound of people chattering, things in the dark that you would be scared of as a child, all those things that you would have been scared of as long past. We've evolved out of that stage of being scared of the dark. This is what you were scared of. These are the noises.
But strangely, no one actually feels scared.
No one actually gets the frightened condition. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
There's two paladins.
There's 2 paladins in this party, and I can't scare anyone, and that's just fucking unfair. I'll find a way around it. Paladins' auras only last while they're alive. I'm just saying.
Conscious. You can just knock us unconscious. You don't have to kill us.
Nah, I prefer my idea.
Like to see them try and knock us unconscious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of. Hey, banishment also works. Anyway, the door behind Baron bursts open, and Hendrix and Raphy, you see coming through the door. Well, actually, he's not going to cut. It's not going to come through the door. It's just going to attack Baron because he's in front of it. Sorry, I did randomly place people. I didn't see where the door was. I swear. It's going to make a couple of attacks.
So your plan to kill the paladins is
Yes,
now in
yes,
effect.
yes. Well, you know.
Started off well.
I know.
It has a good start.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to. You might see these rolls. I can't.
I'm currently AC 18.
Okay. Can you see these rolls?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Jesus Christ, they're garbage though. One hit. It has 4 attacks. Okay.
Am I being
23.
attacked in the dark?
Oh, hang on. They're all at advantage.
Yeah.
That's fine. Hang on.
But I say it must have advantage to
Yes,
attack me because
yes.
I'm completely.
God, you're a glutton for punishment. I love it.
No, I'm an honest player.
Are they hitting
crit.
him in the foot?
He's gonna die. Oh, in character jokes, I love it. Okay, one of those was a crit.
Definitely in the foot then.
Definitely in the foot. Okay, if we go in order, the first one doesn't hit. You feel claws scraping at the back of you, attacking you, but like quite tall, like not like an animal's claws. Seems to be coming from like a humanoid sized creature from what you can feel. Obviously you can't see anything. The second hits you at 23. Is that correct?
Yep.
You take total 26 points of psychic damage. 26 points of psychic damage. This might be quite dangerous. The third attack does not hit you, and the fourth attack is a crit. So
So the 26 damage was not a crit.
I was thinking that was a crit.
Shite.
One paladin down, one to go.
Maybe I shouldn't have made these so beefy. Anyway.
Fine,
It's a
it's
good
fine.
start to a campaign.
Oh crap. No, that's fine. Total is no.
He's got loads of hit points. He's fine.
I had loads of hit points. Not sure I've got many more.
41 points of psychic damage for the crit
In total?
in total. Yeah.
That's
So
what I mean. He had loads.
Yeah, that was
He's still got plenty left.
68.
No, because I
67.
took 16 to start with. I've taken 83 points of damage.
Jesus.
yeah. Hashtag sorry.
How many of you would be? How many of you would
I'd
be
be a
down?
whisker from death at this point. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm still standing.
You do feel I'm going to randomly roll a thing, and I'm going to say Tom 1, Ken 2, Andy 3, Ian 4, Kyle 5, Ben 6. All right?
Yep.
You remember your numbers?
I've forgotten what I was
Motherfucker.
already.
Tom is 1, Ken is 2, Andy's 3, Ian's 4, Kyle's 5, Ben is 6. All right? Ready?
Yep.
Number 3. Who was number 3? Andy.
Andy.
Oh, no. I'm going to roll again. I can't do this to Andy
Oh,
again.
you can.
No,
That's
I
what
do it.
them's the roles. He's
No,
an
that's
honest
the role.
player. He'll say that. He
Okay,
wants
fair
it.
enough. Yeah, sorry, Andy.
You're only one paladin slot.
You feel another presence other than the one that's just attacked
Presents, yeah.
you.
It's
Presence,
Christmas.
yeah. Fuck off. Can you make me a charisma saving throw? This should be good for you. You're a paladin.
Yeah.
Now, am I saying throws presumably are one higher because of the presence of Cadman, who out?
Yes.
Yes.
You said charisma.
Yep. Charisma saving throw.
So that's 21.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Okay, here's what happens. You feel something trying to enter your mind and body. It wants to take control. It is an oppressive feeling, and it touches your mind with something dark, sinister, evil, and alien. It goes to take over your body, and you hear something old and strong in your head saying, submit. And before you can even respond, you feel a burst of rage inside of you. And suddenly, this thing is expelled away from you forcibly, and you can feel 2 heartbeats. Your own heartbeat, which is beating very, very fast, and in a second, strong, just as fast. And as you put your hand to your chest, you realize it's not a second heartbeat. It's coming from your necklace.
My amulet. Yeah, okay. Thought so.
And this thing, I'm going to say, is forcibly ejected this way. So it's all the way there. And actually, with that, the darkness ceases to be magical. So this is normal darkness. If you can see in normal darkness, I'm about to bring everyone over to this.
Weren't there
Page
lights
now.
in the room anyway?
Yes, but they seem to have been snuffed out. So this is
Gotcha.
like, during the noon when everybody's got the curtains shut, there's just like a veil over everything.
Mhm.
It's still technically magical, I guess, in that sense, but not for the sort of flavor of things. I'm not going to make it so that everyone can't see.
I can't though, which is quite critical.
Oh, can you not? Well, you're still fucked, mate. Then
Well, I've got a set of night vision goggles, but it might take a bit of time
it
to
might
put
take
those
an
on.
action to put those on.
And
yeah.
I'm thinking of other things, to be honest.
You definitely are. For everybody that can see now, because it's everybody in the right. You're all in this room with Renwick. You've heard this scream. I'm going to show you the thing standing behind Beren right now. Where is the monster pics? There we go. Show to players. almost
Ooh.
translucent,
Nice.
That looks
demonic, shadowy creature just stands menacingly in the shadows, and you really only see it when it moves because this darkness seems to be following it. And there's another one further behind it that seems to have been abjured across the room.
Right.
So that's what you can see for now. Liam, it is your go. Can you all see the turn order now as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
cool.
want to wait because it's 11 o'clock?
Oh, is it? Shit.
That's a good place to leave
I
it, isn't it?
apologise. This is like literally a second into where we left it off last time. I'm so sorry.
But
well.
it's a good place to leave it. Top of the round.
Yeah, true.
We can see.
Top of the round-ish. Those monsters go way before you.
Yeah. The top of our round.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
I apologise to Ben who's come. Wow, Ben, Tom, and Kyle who've not actually done anything particularly this game. I apologise, but it is what it is. It's
No, that's absolutely fine.
What it is?
all good. Okay, well, yeah. Thank you for joining us for our first session. Like and subscribe.
And all that sort of malarkey.
Press the button. Press this button. Read that. Andy will put them in later,
Yeah.
or make me look like a dickhead for
They
it.
never are where you.
Yeah, I just pointed to nothing, aren't I? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
If
So,
you're watching this, put in the comments #Tom's a Sith.
yeah.
What?
Remember, Tom's a Sith.
Tom's
right?
a Sith.
See you
yeah.
later.
Right.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
all. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.